GOZR is a fantasy adventure game set in a weird post-apocalyptic future. It's just like if Ralph Bakshi's Wizards came straight to pencil and paper role-playing. Craft a unique and fascinating, weird, goblin-like person. An adventure in a distant future wasteland that takes only minutes to prepare and play. It's oozing with creativity and attitude, and it left us with some side-splitting laughs. Support independent tabletop role-playing game content creators. Links to GOZR in the video description.
Call it the lawless loop, because in my imagining of the world, it's like a giant flat plane that has a definite end. And so you guys basically on this out a bit where people don't, there's it's kind of lawless. Each settlement is out for itself. Sometimes settlements go and trample over another one when their oasis runs out. And you guys have been traveling around this place together before you happen upon this town. Maybe you were coming in here specifically, but if you want to share a little bit with each other about your characters, just either in the story, out the story, just a little bit.
Yeah, I could do that because I made a little spiel here. My name is Sphinx. I completely misunderstood the stats, so what I am is like kind of dumb, really sneaky and underhanded, and I have pig ears and bright pink hair and bright pink eyes, and I bleed yellow, and I have olive puke-colored skin. Hold on just a second. Give me a second here. That was a bit much. All right, there we go. And I wear all denim, all of it, denim everywhere, except I've got these big heavy straps and a big belt buckle. And the belt
Is your helmet made of reinforced denim?
I think that I'm going to keep saying she. I'm going to get over it and just call her she. I think she would actually have like the pink hair is actually a helmet, like because she's not going to give up the pink hair. She thinks it's really pretty. But anyways, the belt buckle is like a rhinestone bear, and it magically, I don't know, scumbag, what you think it would do, but it shoots 1d6 damage once per combat. And then, anyways, I'm also a wizard, but I'm terrible at it. And swords make me really sad and emotional and weepy. And also, if I die by a sword, I turn into a magic sword. And there's a giddy child that follows me around recording everything I do. And I have a gun.
Wow,
Thank you for that, Ross.
Okay. I am a former woodworker named Rye Enman, or Rye Enham.
Yeah, right. It's Ryan Ham. It's a joke on the fact that you have a spell that makes you.
No, right? Yeah, for sure. Yeah. As I was working in the woods one day, I seem to have gained some sort of powers that allow me to do things of a long ago figure known as the Messiah.
Yeah, the spells just aligned. They really did.
All of a sudden, I was able to create living beings from corpses. I was able to walk on water, and even turn my body into bread.
Those are just the spells as they came up.
So, which is kind of funny because as a wizard, my weakness is cakes and pastries. So it's very specific. I am a bread baker. I am not a patisserie maker. No. If slain by my weakness, being cakes or pastry, I become them. So I choose to become bread, but I fear to become cakes or pastry.
Nice.
Yes, I'm also purple and carry a cowboy rifle and a large Bowie knife, just because I don't want to fuck around with any cakes or pastries.
Guess
You
I
just
should.
never know when you're gonna get set upon by cakes and pastries.
The world of GOZR is a strange mistress.
You just never know when you end up like an old Gooz's home, and it's just cakes and pastries everywhere. So it's a nightmare. All right, so where is our wonderful there we go. Thank you, Kevin McLeod. So, you guys, being the experienced wanderers that you are, traveling along on your Zards, which are these quadrupedal, kind of amphibious lizards that you each ride around the wastes. Is this visible? I always forget whether I turned token vision off or not.
I can see the
Yeah, I can see it. It's great.
All right, cool. So you guys are wandering through, and you've heard tales of this town, probably mainly of the saloon, which you can see far off in the distance. As you can, you've probably been following the tracks for a while. There is a train dangling off the edge of the world that's got this like strange conglomeration of like lights that maybe some of them are neon, maybe some of them are like the old tubes out of guitar amps and stuff, kind of like glowing up. And it's just called the train wreck. And then there's like this whole frontier town built out of scrap around it. That seems quite lively. They've got lights and stuff. It might be a dark and stormy night, but it's certainly quite a lively one. And it's still a ways in the distance, so you guys are riding your Zards and making your way down. If one of you would like to roll the d6 on this table, you can go ahead and do so. So as you're wandering down, while you're just coming down this like big dune, over to your left a ways, you notice like this strange kind of glimmering mark that almost seems like a giant red X in the sand. It's kind of shimmering with the remnants of the light. What do you do?
Yeah. And we're on our way to this town, right?
Yeah. You're just on the outskirts, maybe like a mile and a half away.
Say, Ryan Ham, who do you think left this red X out here?
Well, I don't know there, boss. Not usually out in these parts too often, but it does look pretty strange. Do you think we should have a look or keep going?
I would say so. Somebody ought to answer for this. This X just left out here.
You can't be leaving X's around like this. It's very irresponsible.
I'm sure it violates local HOA.
But certainly we can't have that. We'll be heftily rewarded if we take care of this strange X problem.
So you guys head towards the strange X. And as you approach it, it becomes clearer that this is some kind of liquid that has kind of like pooled out of the ground. And maybe one of you has a shovel or something. You go to poke it, and the X kind of like clings up on the shovel and like yanks it out of your hands. I'll roll a d2 to see if it catches anyone with like some collateral splinters. Oh, it unfortunately does. So the handle splinters a little bit, and you each take 2 points of damage, probably reduced to 1.
All right.
Just from some splinters getting in your face. It shouldn't be too bad. But then this thing kind of coils back down into the ground for a moment, and then kind of spits it out. You hear this weird noise. It's like this weird kind of worm, you realize, as it kind of slinks back down into this pit that kind of comes up and stretches its mouth out into like a red-looking X.
That was unacceptable. I take my pistol out and I'm...
Yeah, and it's got this tongue, and it kind of wants to, you know, it looks like it's gonna try and get you in the face. So if you guys, you know, since you were kind of aware of it, I'll say we can just get off attacks here if you want to just shoot it.
All right. Oof.
Oh, okay. All right. That's well. That went very differently. So if you roll,
I shoot my
yours
Zard.
is the rifle as well. So if you roll 2d6 plus 1 for that, Charles, that's how much damage it does. And then you're getting plus 8 on top of that because you went over what you needed by 8. So yeah, you this thing kind of it goes for, like, you shoot yourself nearly in the foot and like fall over, and then it completely misses him, but you're lined up the shot, but you know this stupid idiot, you're like, and you just shoot like straight through it, and in doing so, it like kind of splits apart, and you notice that it has some tossers in there. So if you roll 2d6, that's how many like coins were in its gut from the last person it digested. But yeah, you did so much damage. the duality of man shooting yourself in the foot, falling over. I'll say you also, just for it's, you know, because it's such a fumble, that you lost a bullet somehow in the falling over. It fell out, or you know, a shell went missing.
How many shots we get with these?
You each started with 6 shots.
Got it.
All right, we took care of that.
Yeah, and so those
I
coins.
took care of that.
Those coins that you get, those 4 big coins, they're called tossers. They're like the big coins, and they're called that because they're big enough to like be hefty and toss around. They're nice, big. They're worth a lot of money.
Different than clinks, then.
Yeah, clinks. It's worth 4 times as much as a clink.
Okay, so this just seemed like a wild beast. It's just like a giant X-shaped worm. It's like
its mouth was like shaped like an X. It seems to have evolved to kill you, basically.
Oh,
like,
okay.
People like you, they're like, hey, what is that red X?
Oh, okay. It's sort of, what are those things in Star Wars called?
Sarlaccs.
A Sarlacc, yeah. I imagined this X, and I didn't think of it as a mouth. I thought it like this big X-shaped worm. I thought, oh, it's a giant, like 20-foot long single-celled organism. And I was like, all right, whatever. The important thing is we kill it. So.
Yeah, and you didn't shoot your foot off, at least.
I have 4 bullets.
So yeah, you guys remount your Zards, and go ahead on your journey toward the town as it gets dusky. And as you do, you are as you do approach the outskirts of the town on the road, you know, there's many train cars and stuff onto your side. You see some people, like a lot of them are like rooms that people are staying in, and you know, you can see people like Gooz and stuff going up and down. It's quite busy in there. But people seem to be having a good time. But as you approach the outskirts, the first 2 proper buildings, you're met with a guy who has this buckle that's like, you know, it's got a star on it, and there's like a little bead on each of the end of the stars, and it just has an S on it. And the guy's kind of like got his hand over a holster, and he's got this little duster on and a cowboy hat, and he says, "What's your business around these parts, friend?"
I respect the buckle, so I come back up to him and I
You
hold
better respect the buckle.
I hold my own buckle and I'm like, "Are you in charge here?"
Well, that'd be the mayor, but I'm the sheriff.
Well, I would like to see who's in charge. There's a giant mouth that was just left outside there.
Oh, yeah, you gotta watch out for those. But usually it's only kids that fall for that kind of stuff, dangerous place.
Well, and I'm concerned for those kids. But we took care of the last one.
I'll make a note of that. Anyway, state your business.
We're just here looking for our, just for a nice place to rest, perhaps, and refill our provisions. It's a bit dangerous out there, as you would expect.
He kind of relaxes his hands and takes on a more, kind of calm. Well, I tell you what. If you go on down to the Trainwreck Saloon, and I'll come and swing by in the morning and make sure you ain't caused any trouble. We're all cool.
No trouble here, sir. We're just a pair of fellows here trying to make our way in the world.
That's a noble cause, my friend.
And that's not my child.
He's like, yeah, there's just in the distance, like as the moon shines down on it, there's just this little, like, maybe 3 foot tall Gooz, like little girl with pigtails, who's just unblinkingly staring.
Oh no.
Oh, the Watcher. I got a Watcher too. Okay.
Yeah. Next over the corner from that child, totally separated, is an old man. Just glaring over with disappointment.
I'll lean over to Sphinx and like, I gotta behave because that old man will tattle on me to the people upstairs. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's why I insist that everything be in order.
Exactly. I'll show you to the saloon. Praise the powers that be.
Praise them indeed. And I'm giving thumbs up to the sky.
Nice.
So you guys head through the town proper, which is sort of set up like a very simple, north, south, west, east crossroads kind of deal. There's a few little alleys here and there, but it's mainly that shtick. You're heading north through the town. You go east. You continue on, and you get to this like main, portion of this huge train on these massive rails. And the big sign above you that's like Trainwreck. There's like a few Gooz outside, smoking who knows what. It smells like a mixture of like, I don't know, it kind of smells like buffalo farts and desperation. I'm not sure I'm not sure exactly why, but it does. And he leads you through into the saloon, and there's people gambling, playing blackjack. There's a little jukebox, but that's not on. There's a Gooz that is like turning a crank on a piano that's playing ragtime dandies. And it's just he's turning this crank and the piano keys are turning and it's playing ragtime dandies. You guys head up to the bar, and there's this Gooz there with like massively overdone like Dolly Parton level hair that like, but it's more like Marge Simpson probably, it just goes up. Yeah, she's like serving drinks and stuff, and then there's this light bulb that's probably made out of some like ridiculously old tech that she occasionally passes by, and it lights the top of her hair on fire quickly, and she's constantly having a problem. And then yeah, you guys take your seats on the stools. You get some funny looks. Actually, you can both make a cunning check if you'd like and see how the people react to you. Maybe if you roll well enough, you'll get a free drink.
I establish dominance by bringing out the worst possible Southern insult to this woman. I look at her and I say, "That is an interesting haircut."
Yeah, make the cunning check. Jesus Christ, Russ, you didn't have to go that hard in the cut, man.
I'm sorry. Oh, hey.
Traumatizing people one day at a time.
She's pretty awful.
Yeah, I mean, that's like a solid hit. So I say that she was serving somebody else like a bottle of Rakidon blood beer, and she accidentally just leaves it right next to you and like goes into the kitchen to fix her hair a bit, powder her nose.
Nice. We now have a bottle of Rakidon blood beer. I share it with everybody, including my dog, Tramp.
Oh, yo, you have a dog?
Yeah, I think.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine. So you got a dog, Tramp.
Like, in this whole world where like I have pig ears and everybody's got weird skin and Marge Simpson hair, then there's just a perfectly normal Labrador, like a dog.
Yeah, perfectly no. Yeah. Just entirely pristine, golden.
Yeah.
Does it have a little neck, like kerchief around it, like just happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, and now you're pouring beer made of blood into a little. Yeah, the dog's happy. You guys are, all right. One of the other server, you can't really tell what it is. Just like a hairless green Gooz with with strange inny ears. Well, howdy, folks. Welcome to welcome to the Edge.
Oh, the Edge.
The Edge. That's the name of this fine establishment.
No, well, this is excuse me. I did not mean to be so incorrect. This is the Shipwreck Saloon. The Edge is further north, but I ain't seen you around these parts before, friend, so I apologize.
No apologies needed. It's all new to us.
You look like you could use some people that could get things done. That's my friend.
Don't mind him. He's a bit touched, as we like to say, by the powers that be. You know what I'm saying?
Why, yes, I do see it that you are marked. And some of the people in this town are a little afraid of your kind, so you might want to keep that under wraps a little bit.
But of course, why are they afraid of us? Of our kind, that is.
Well, I ain't sure if you've seen them wanted posters, but a few of them have got your kind on them. A good few of them. And well, yeah. I mean, I tell you what. If you guys are needing a place to stay, you could keep an eye on some of the rowdier customers, because our usual hired help is out of commission. He unfortunately drank too much last night, and he is not in a good shape. So a good meal, and hey, tell you what, I even throw in some roach meal cookies.
Mmm.
I think you got yourself a deal there. And you don't have to worry about us. I could drink all night.
Yeah, so he hands you some roach meal cookies, like full roach meal cookies. They're made out of crushed up roaches, obviously. And they're topped with even finer crushed up roaches. And they're an acquired taste, some would say. But with beer, it'll go down okay. And then you can have whatever you want off the menu. For some reason, I always go when I'm making an inn, I'm like, let's make a menu. Everyone's gonna want to read the whole menu, right?
I do recall that from the last game.
Yeah. So anyway, there's a bunch of stuff on the menu. You can get Mystic Chili. You can strangely just get a totally regular hot dog.
Nice.
A totally regular hot dog.
Can I get the Mystic Chili with a regular hot dog jammed into it, please?
Ooh.
Yeah. You get the Mystic Chili with regular hot dogs put into it. He asks if you want cactus fries with that.
Certainly.
Yeah, they're dusted with a secret blend of spices.
Whoa.
So
the less I know, the better.
Yeah, there are also two kinds of cigars on the menu. Psychedelic toad cigars, which are like herbs and stuff that have been infused with psychedelic toad venom. And you can also get ember leaf cigars, which may or may not allow you to breathe fire on occasion.
Oh, I would totally want that.
And then there are specialty shots. So you can get a shot of Prism Shine whiskey infused with a single drop of water from the edge. It's rumored to offer glimpses into the abyss. And then there's a Timekeeper's tincture, which is an enigmatic concoction set to slow the perception of time when consumed. And then there's Gooz's Grace, a sweet and colorful shot that pays homage to GOZR City's vibrant history. And apparently that one pretty much just gets you wrecked. It's like a whole beer jug just full of liquor. But it's
wow. Well, definitely. So he's saying that this is on the house if we act as bouncers.
Yeah, and you know basically you guys keep an eye on things. You can have a room. You can have whatever you want off the menu, within reason, or I guess within a check.
Has anyone finished that last drink? I can't recall the one that gets you smashed.
Oh, Gooz's Grace.
Has anyone finished that and been okay?
Well, that is why my usual help is not here.
Tell you what, I'll take 2 of them and drink them right now. If I could drink them and be okay, perhaps he could sweeten the pot a little bit. Friendly wager.
Make a cunning check first. I'll say you're lucky because I see what you're trying to do and it's funny. So that means you get +2.
Nice.
Okay, you fucking smashed it. Yeah, so he's like, well, sure, man who can alter reality. I don't see any reason why I shouldn't trust you.
All right then. I'm gonna take 2 of those drinks, please.
All right.
GOZR's Grace.
Yeah. Okie dokie. And I assume what.
I'm gonna cast the drink spell before I drink them.
Yeah. Okay. So and since you smashed that cunning check, I'm not going to require you to roll magic or do another one to also him not notice that you casted magic. So yeah, now you can drink all night without getting drunk. So you chug the 2 drinks, and he's expecting you to fall over dead or go blind or something. And you're just sitting there, or maybe you let out a burp.
That was delicious, man. You should really, really be careful on who you hire, because that wasn't that bad.
Who did I hire here?
The best in the business, my friend. The best in the business.
So what was the deal we made again? My noggin has been smacked right out of the cage.
Well, it seems that you've offered us free room and board and some these lovely cookies here. I thought perhaps you could, maybe heavy our coin purses a bit here.
Sure. That was an impressive feat. It seems you really know what you're doing. I've never seen anybody's CV been like, hey, let me chug this. Dude, taking bro, trust me, to a whole new level.
Love it.
So yeah, go ahead and roll. I'll say a d6 and then times whatever the result is by 10, and he offers you that many tosses. Okie dokey. So he gives you a he gives you a pouch with 10 tosses in it. It's quite a heavy pouch, but it slinks down onto the wooden table. And yeah, you guys then go to guard duty. Where is? So
I love it.
you guys are watching over the part where people are dancing. You know, there's people playing poker. There's people smoking. Do you guys get cigars? Did you take a choice of cigars?
Oh yeah, I'm totally taking the hallucinogenic one, the hallucinogenic toad one.
Yeah. Okay. And Ross, you took the Emberleaf cigar, right?
Well, yeah.
Oh, it's up to you.
No, that sounds good.
Okay. So you both you've lit your cigars. You're walking around. You're probably feeling quite good after all that. You're like, hey, we just turned up here. You've posted your Zards up outside. Obviously, your dog is allowed in. So you go maybe sit down, eat your food. Oh, also, you got the Mystic Chili. So
With hot dog.
With the totally normal hot dog. So roll a d6 to see the effect of what happens when you eat. Oh, there we go. Table. Okay. So for a second, your vision goes like really strange. Like there's a table over in the corner where there's a bunch of like gruff goozes whose faces you can barely see. They're in like the shadiest part of the room. Only the occasional puff on a cigar like illuminates their faces in this dingy kind of corner. And Rye just starts seeing like these weird kind of after images of like people suddenly pulling out guns and going "Ugh!" and people going like, you tricked me, you cheating bastard.
Uh-oh.
And then you like rub your eyes and take another bite of chili and you're like, that was weird.
So it's like a premonition chili. This chili is quite spicy. Feels like I can perceive through the bounds of reality.
And what are beyond the bounds of reality?
You see those guys in the corner?
I actually might not be so stupid to like obviously look in this case. No, I have my helmet on, so I'll just obviously look at them.
Yeah. So you see over in the corner, it seems to be okay for now. With your expert, you've been in a few saloons. It's not your first rodeo. So something does seem to you guys in general like off about that. If you're taking note of it, there seems to be some tension building there, some grumbles that don't seem so friendly, and some less than poker faces. People gritting teeth, twitchy fingers.
I think there's about to be a dust up over there. That's what the chili seems to have told me. I think we're gonna have to, earn our roach meal cookies, if you know what I mean.
Right. Look out the window. In the distance, in the dark, I see the little girl like dancing around in a circle.
No, she's pressed up against the window.
Right up against the window like a damn frog. Just like, yes. We should.
Yeah, she has a balloon now.
Oh boy. Okay. I like slow.
Is the morose old man happy? I hope.
Yeah, he's like a silhouette. He's like a silhouette behind the child, still just watching. You can tell he's disappointed in you still.
I slowly take my gun under the table and I take it out of the holster and set it on my hip.
All right. Anyone taking any other kind of approach here?
I'm gonna unclip my Bowie knife, but not take it out. Just have my hand on the hilt and be like, "Everything all right, gentlemen?" As I approach these the guys in the corner, gentle goozes, I should say.
Yeah, they look up at you. One of them's like, make a cunning check, and we'll see how they all generally react. Okay, is
Not
that
good.
5 below what your cunning is?
What is my cunning? Let me have a look. My cunning is 14.
Oh, okay. In which case, this first guy who you finally see his face is like grizzled face, and he's got a big scar over his eye, and like an extra hole in his face. He looks up and kind of you see his hand twitching at his side. Roll a d6. See who goes first.
Well, goddamn.
Oh, you go first. So what would you like to do? Like, you can just see him like kind of twitching his hand at his side.
Before that, do I notice anything that stands out on him?
Other than the twitchy hand at the side that he's going to pick out, and the fact that he's got a big scar over his eye, not much.
Okay. Is it possible for me to cast a spell and then talk to him before, as an action?
I mean, you can spend Gooz to get another thing. If you want to talk, that's like kind of incidental until it takes up too much time.
Okay, I want to cast the brains vulgar spell.
For 10 minutes, you were super smart about one non-magical topic. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're doing something like that, that is your action.
Okay.
So you just spend the one whiz for that. That doesn't really need a check. So what topic are you super smart about for 10 minutes?
About ballistics and or combat, and I know how he got that scar.
All right. I mean, the topic of how he got the scar versus, whatever. I'd say that you could definitely say ballistics or, gunslinging or whatever.
Okay.
Because it just says one non-magical topic. Or you could go with that, where he got the scar.
Yeah, know with how he got the scar.
Okay. And then, do you want to spend Gooz to interject by saying something now with your newfound knowledge?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So you know about the scar. He was in a bad fight a while back. He used to be a bounty hunter, so you get some backstory. I'll say that you're now the expert on this guy for 10 minutes. You know everything about him. You know his mother. You know his sister. You know his 2 cousins that live out east. You know everything about him.
Okay. I see you reaching for your pistol there. I'd probably stay that hand there, because I know that you got that scar when you bit off more than you can chew and you almost lost your life. Now, I'm not here to cause any trouble, but I will send you packing home to your lovely mother in a box if we can talk this out like gentlemen. Your lovely mother,
He
Florence.
immediately like lifts his hands and he's like, "Hey, I didn't. You misread me, stranger. You completely like shifted the power dynamic. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to win this game. I don't need no trouble. There's already 4 people at this table trying to kill me. I don't need another."
I understand. Let's keep it civil. I have a cookie on me, and we can just keep this. We can all enjoy our night here. And we all leave better people. You know what I'm saying?
Why, yes, of course. Can I get you a drink or something?
Certainly. I'll take one of those. What are they called again? GOZR.
His one remaining eye like opens up like, what the fuck is this guy's problem?
Yeah, I'll take one of those GOZRs if you're offering. I really appreciate it, friend.
Yeah. So he like bangs his foot on the floor, and somebody like in the crowd behind like comes out and like goes up and orders a drink, and then brings them to you. Have 2. It's on me. And they kind of go back to behaving for a little while. You take your drinks, you slink on back over to Sphinx, who was like, "You still there, like ready with your gun on the table? Like, what the fuck is gonna happen?"
You wanna sip of this, Sphinx?
Absolutely. We did it. We did it again. I drank it.
make a prowess check.
14.
What is your score?
10.
Oh, right, yeah, you're good. You feel a little bit tipsy and like, hell yeah, let's get the show on the road. But
I give my dog
you
some.
don't...
Of course.
Yeah, the dog immediately goes to sleep. For how long, who knows?
We just walk into this place and just fucking start smashing back like straight tequila.
Does it look like that situation is diffused, or do we need to are we still kind of watching, or does it look like it's pretty well?
It could go one or two ways. I've got something here where if one of you rolls a d6, and then I say you can plus 2 to it, since you pretty much
4.
Okay. So yeah, the game ends, and then about half an hour later, most of the people have left the table. The guy who you interjected on, Charles, still seems to like be sat there kind of waiting, and then the guy at the opposite end of the table, you can see, is still looking at him with this like just daggers in his eyes. And neither of them seem to be moving. It's almost like they're at like some kind of stalemate. And then other than that, if I just get my D100 up here, simultaneously, you hear like a big in the background as some Gooz slaps this guy in the face and then pours a drink all over him. And then, he like starts chasing her out of the place and like screaming, but some other people interject, and now there's a little bit of a brawl going on in the lower area, out from the kind of gambling pit where you guys have been like leaned up against the wall by the Gooz that's cranking the piano,
Ooh. Maybe it sounds like we should split the party.
I was thinking that.
All right, I'll go over to the group that's starting to kind of create a scuffle, and I'll take out my shrunken head and put it on the table and be like, "Listen up. Stop it."
Wait, hold on. It just stops. What the fuck?
You all know what sort of person I am, and I reveal my bane, my chest, and I'm like, "This will stop right now unless you want to suffer her fate." And it just says that I have a shrunken head. It doesn't. It doesn't say. It doesn't say. Doesn't say that it's dead or that there's anything wrong with it. It's just a shrunken head. So
I mean, if you want to spend a Gooz to completely make up whatever the fuck you want about the shrunken head, that's cool.
I definitely do that. I definitely have an idea, but it's based on. I don't know if I have to make a check for this. If not, I'll just. I will.
No,
just,
if you spend a Gooz, you can like add a fact barring me going
okay.
no.
The shrunken head is actually just a Gooz, and she's perfectly fine. I just carry her around with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what's the stipulation there? Is the body just really, 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 really tiny, or is the head somehow just okay?
Yeah, no, it's just like, she's just like a little head, and that's it. She's actually fine. But I carry her around. And she she keeps insisting she's fine, you know.
All right. So when you put the head down on the table, does she like, ow?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah, totally.
Why did you do that?
I say, well, actually I added it as a him. I'm sorry. Is it too late to make it a him?
No, that's fine.
Okay. Steve. Quiet, Steve. This fate awaits you all.
Call it Wilson.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm confused. Why am I out of the bag again?
Oh, Steve.
I had to bite ears off.
Steve,
again.
just be quiet. Not right now.
I'll bite their ears off. I'll do it.
Unless you want to end up like him. Everybody will just be real quiet. Sit down and enjoy your blood beer.
Yeah, make a cunning check and I'll say you're double lucky, so you have +3.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. 13 over 8.
Nice. So yeah, they all kind of just, like there's people in the middle of punching each other in the face. They were all kind of frozen for a second because what the fuck? And then slowly but surely, everybody just kind of like turns back to what they were doing, like, well, side-eyeing you. And then somebody then elbows the guy who cranks the piano stuff. And so he gets going again. I know I have another one of these somewhere. Where is it? Is it this one?
Nice.
Yeah.
I give Steve some of the drink that we were passing around, and I thank him.
I don't even know where this stuff goes, but it's delicious. Straight to my head.
Exactly. I apologize for slamming you down, Steve, but you did a good job.
Well, thank you.
I also apologize out of character because I've done the annoying thing where now I have a whole circus following me around.
Oh, no, that's fine. That's totally funny.
I have a dog, a child, a Zard, a shrunken head.
Yeah, I mean, the Watchers are there. Like, they're just there, Anyone who plays a wizard, they have a Watcher. I think it just adds funny stuff to the story as well. Like, you can really commit to it and make them an NPC, or like, I can just keep jump scaring you with this child. Like, it's so funny. Like when you think you've gotten rid of it, like you keep cutting up a monster. There's a child inside it staring at you.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, you guys get back to the drinking. Is there anything you guys want to take as like a sort of, if we're talking in sort of OSR terms, a dungeon turn inside the inn that'll take up like, the next sort of hour or two until things die down?
Both the guy I was talking to before with the other guy staring daggers, they're fine now, right?
They're still like in that kind of moment,
Oh.
Neither of them is like refusing to budge or do anything.
I'm totally gonna have to go talk to him.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So you approach again, and they're just kind of occasionally side-eyeing each other and keeping the same kind of pose, not really moving.
So I saunter up. The third arm on growing out of my back lifts up my helmet, and I kind of rub my forehead in kind of like exasperation.
Still?
The third arm, my third arm's holding my hat.
Oh right, yeah.
Nice.
Has my other hand's on my Bowie knife still, and I'm rubbing my forehead with my free hand. And I'm like, what did I call that guy? I'm gonna say his name was Johnson. Johnson, what seems to be the problem here? I thought we had an arrangement here.
You saying this like hush hush?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's quite loud in here, so you say it kind of hush hush, and he's
Yeah.
like, well, this man wants me dead because I got an awful lot of his tosses right here.
I look over at the gentleman. I'm like, what seems to be the problem? Did Johnson here? Did he win this fair and square?
That motherfucker cheated me, and I know it.
How do you know it, friend?
I saw it with my own eye. But this guy's like a cyclops. He always had one eye.
Well, pardon me, friend, but we know that cyclopses are nearsighted. You don't really have a depth perception. Are you sure you perhaps didn't mistake in something?
I may not have depth perception, but I can percept a cheating motherfucker when I see one. I have a keen mind for mathematics, and there's no way, probabilistically, that he did all that without some kind of swindling.
Well, I'm not here to be an arbiter of petty squabbles of you folks. I'm just here to make sure that nothing happens. So, the lovely lady with the amazing haircut has a nice.
Did you say petty squabbles?
I sure did.
This is money, man. Money. Do you know what money is?
I don't know. Is it a construct
think
of the state that we all
money-
agree to agree
He pulls
is?
out a tosser. Do you think money is just a coin which represents some kind of trade value?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is, I think, yeah.
Well, you are correct. But also, in its wholeness, money is power. You see this? This is pure power. Now, it ain't a lot, but it's one. And then you get more of those, you have more power. That's how it goes. We all know that. So, this guy is taking my power away from me. And who is he to do that to a man? Only the powers that be give and take away power. And banks, of course, but and taxes. But that's nothing to do with it. My point remains. He stole from me.
Well, the banks and the powers that be might be the ones that take money from you, but it also seems that this man's taking some money from you.
Exactly.
And it seems to me that you chose to allow that to happen. You didn't have to come in here and gamble. You could have just kept your power and had gone on your way.
Oh, I see. So, somehow I, the victim, am at fault here.
Yeah, I believe that's the case here. No one's forcing you to be gambling.
I wanna throw my into the pot. I'm not gonna take it over, but like I want to spend a hit point to use the vulgar spell.
Because you're a wizard, you still just spend whiz to do that instead of spending your HP.
Nice.
I would use whiz to target doubt, but I do it by whispering in Tramp the dog's ear to have Tramp go over and begin a long form discussion about a critique of Keynesian economic theory.
All right, wait. What does your spell do?
It just
Target doubts what
it
they're
just
saying.
says
Okay.
that they doubt what they're saying. That's all.
All right. You make a good point.
You see?
I believe perhaps I did in fact, make a choice. Wrong choice. And perhaps this is not the way I should be spending my money. I mean, he still cheated, but maybe I need to learn to let that go. You know, friend, you taught me a good lesson here today.
Is he talking to the dog, or is he talking to...
He's talking to the dog. She's just petting the dog. I can see now why they used to call you man's best friend. All the pretty ones may be gone from the world, but boy, you are something beautiful. And he just keeps crying out his one eye.
I mean, he's a good dog. He like licks him and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reach over on Johnson's shoulder and I'm like, "This is beautiful. we can help a man. We can help a man to become a better person, a better Gooz." And you go, my friend, and you go get your power, and you do good.
How are there so many highlights in this game already?
Solid players, I guess.
Yeah, this is hilarious.
Solid DM. We got a good groove going.
So, you guys are watching this, and then he has actually, you know, he's decided that you shared something with him. He's going to share something with you, and he hands he hands the dog. You know, he says all this to the dog, but then he like puts a pouch of coins in the dog's collar and like pats it on the head, and then you know, walks about kind of drunk and stumbling home.
Joke's on him. Tramp's a capitalist. He takes the money. Carries it back to the table.
Yeah, the dog comes back like the spell you did seems to have, like, the dog looks at you in a way that makes you think, shit, I accidentally made the dog smarter. You know, because you used it as like a vessel for magic. The dog, it's like you go to take the money and the dog like is like, ugh.
Oh yeah, it's money now. Yeah.
The dog can start buying stuff. You've given it sentience. Amazing. So does that mean we have an NPC already in the party?
Oh, and there's Steve too. Don't forget about Steve the Head.
Don't forget about Steve the Head. Yeah, my bad.
Hey, at least you guys don't have to worry about getting ahead now. You already won.
Oh man.
No.
I'd take a d6 damage for that. Where the fuck did that come from?
There's a sound button in Discord.
All right, the practical sound effects. Thank you for the assist.
You're welcome.
All right, and then the rest of the night goes on. So if you guys just give me a general vibe of what you do for the rest of the night, whether you party and go wild, or if you like sit down and relax, or if you go out late at night looking for trouble. So yeah.
I wanna I tell Ryanham, I say, there's a bunch of marked Gooz going around giving us a bad name, and we need to put an end to that. Maybe there'll be some tossers involved. I go look for the wanted posters, see what they say on them.
I think that's a good plan. I'm gonna go and speak with the head barmaid there. We're gonna go get another one of those GOZR cocktails, and then make sure everything's good here, so we can everything's safe. I don't want to leave her by herself if she feels that things get rough. And I'll come join you.
Yeah. So, you're gonna go speak to the barkeep, and Sphinx is going outside. All right. So Sphinx, the dog's coming with you, I presume.
Yeah, and Steve.
Go back. All right. Where's There we go. The perfect song that you can always have in the background.
Nice.
So you go around town. A few of them fly by your feet. Some of them are posted up. Let me get my list of bounties here. Okay. So the first one you find, you get for free. You're gonna have to look for the others. They're not all there's multiples of the same. The first one you find is for Gruff Three-Tooth Harden. His bounty is 150 tosses, and he is wanted for unlawful taxation.
I point that out to Tramp.
Yeah, and he's fled a nearby settlement, and they just want you to kill him, take his ear, and if you hand that into a sheriff anywhere. If he's not wanted dead or alive, they just want you to kill him.
All right. Yeah, we could do that.
And yeah, then for your turn, if you depending on how well you succeed at a cunning search, you might be able to find a few of the other unique bounty posters.
What's it? I mean, Well, actually, we don't really know which settlement he went to. He's in a nearby settlement in a nearby settlement.
Yeah. He fled a nearby settlement called Glitchwood.
Fled from there.
Yeah.
Okay, Glitchwood. Okay, well that sounds good. I'll bring that up to Ryanham.
Yeah. So you're at the bar getting a drink again. It's late enough now that the boss comes back and he pays you the 10 tosses previously agreed. And
Perfect.
well, you did a fine job. I think that's the quietest night we've had in some time.
Get a lot of action in here.
Most nights, yeah. What with people wandering in, and the locals sure do have some funny ideas. Constitutes a good time.
I can see that. You wouldn't happen to know where a goose like me could perhaps get a little extra clink in his pocket?
You guys already made so much money. You're like, yeah. The dog agrees as well. The dog's like, I fucking love money. You hear Steve in the back, yeah, money. And then, just at that moment, you're coming in with the wanted poster, and you can roll a d6 to see which rumor that this bar guy will give you.
Sorry.
Well, and he leans in real close like and waits for you to both also lean in real close like over the bar. You know about them SFOs around here?
SFOs?
Yeah. Suspicious floating objects.
Can't say I have, friend.
Well, ways out east over the Fallen River, I seen some things while I was taking my Zard out for a little stroll, and they was weird. They seemed to defy the very law, the powers that be to pull you down, whatever that's called. And well, I also heard that some peoples went too close and touched them and vanished.
to the east.
Anybody else seem to know about these?
Well, old Jeb would tell you a thing or two, but I mean, there's only a thing or two he wouldn't tell you.
I got your drift.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, friend.
You guys bump into Shifty yet?
Shifty, no.
Yeah, the sheriff.
Ah,
Shifty
the sheriff.
McGraw.
The sheriff, yes, yes. Perhaps you should talk to him in the morning. Wouldn't want to show up on his doorstep in the wee hours of the evening.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this town's quite a lively place, especially, well, all the time.
Well, sure. We'll certainly go check in with the sheriff. I'm sure he has some information to give us.
Yeah, I mean, and if you find yourself any ears, he's the guy you're gonna want to see. You could also talk to the mayor. He himself is a very driven man.
We spoke to the mayor, right, earlier? Or he was the first we came across?
No, you came across the sheriff. You just didn't
Sheriff.
catch his name. He led you to this place and told you
Gotcha.
if you stayed for the night and didn't cause any trouble, then it'd be cool in the morning.
Oh, well, he's probably going to be quite impressed with us then.
yep.
All right, then. What do you think, Sphinx? Should we turn in for the night?
Sphinx, and so Tramp is asleep, Sphinx is asleep, and Steve is asleep at the table.
Oh, shit, at the table.
Yeah.
Well, it seems to be my compatriots here are a little tuckered out, so to speak.
Well, it's okay. Everything will be all right. Don't worry about it. You get yourself some rest, and we'll catch up in the morning for breakfast.
I'm gonna go grab a blanket and lay Sphinx down sideways in the banquette so he's nice and comfortable. Give him a little pat on the forehead.
Yeah. So when you guys go to sleep, you can either recover 2d6 plus 1 hit points or 2d6 plus 1 Gooz. You have to pick one.
Ooh.
I mean, not Gooz, Whiz. You get all your Gooz back. You have to choose between hit points and Whiz when you're a wizard.
Oh.
Alright.
I think I'm gonna take the whiz back. Was 2D what, sorry?
2d6 plus 1 for like the long rests.
Oh well, I guess I get my goose back then.
I took Wiz.
Yeah, and everybody gets their
Whiz, yeah.
their Gooz back to full after a rest.
I like that goose mechanic. I was just reading up on it.
Yeah, you can do a bunch of fun stuff with it.
Yeah, that seems like a shenanigans mechanic, and I like it.
Yeah, yeah. And it can also be spent to just like ensure that your character remains on theme and doesn't fail at something that you would like them to be specialized at by just going, "Oh, I succeed."
I love it.
So, moving forward, you guys go to the rest for night and are woken up by the cock-a-doodle-doos in the morning. And you get up. Neither of you are hungover because you didn't drink enough, and also, you know, Ryan Ham magically can drink as much as whatever. Well, it doesn't say it protects against hangovers, though.
Oh, it doesn't say that. It just gives
No,
you.
Yeah, you can drink all night and you're not drunk. It doesn't say anything about your liver. So yeah, you can make a prowess check. That
Yeah, I'm
you're-
certainly not. I certainly didn't drink enough water.
You're
that's
double
for sure.
unlucky on, so -3. Let's see how hungover you are.
I'm double unlucky.
Yeah. So first unlucky is -2, and then every extra unlucky is -1.
Oh my god. Okay, so I'm rolling. Sorry, a d20.
Yeah, just a d20 -3, and you're trying to still roll over your prowess score.
Oh no.
Okay. So you wake up and just opening your eyes, it feels like, the sun's always angry, but it feels like the sun hates you in particular today. Like, and you open your eyes and you're like, this sucks. And I'll say for the morning, you're just unlucky. So you have -2 on everything
No.
because life just sucks right now.
I'm gonna have my third hand kind of creating a permanent sun visor over my eyes.
Yeah. All right, but it will go away by 1 to 2 p.m. Past midday sometime.
I just look over at Sphinx. I'm like, water.
I look around. Let's see what I got. Oof. I just take some of the blood beer and I heat it up. Because I have a trick.
Oh right, you both got the heat a drink trick. Yeah. So you guys heat up the beer in the hopes to remove the alcohol from it.
Yeah, or just I just want to help. She's just trying to help.
Yeah. I'll say that reduces the unluckiness for Oh yeah, just say reduces it. I won't bother counting the amount of rolls. It just reduces it to -1 instead. As some sort of reduced alcoholic beverage, it's kind of kicked the edge off a little bit.
Cheers. And I choke down this disgusting hot blood beer.
Yeah, I mean it tastes like you just got your calories for the day. It's thick and soupy.
They say that's how they drink it. Never mind. Just forget it. Never mind. I drink some too.
What?
Because I don't want him to be
What was that, Sphinx?
alone.
What was
I
that,
just
buddy?
coof, and I make a flaming hot blood beer myself, and I drink it and force myself to drink it. And then I actually also give some to not to Steve. No, yeah, Steve and Tramp, because you said that I'm not drunk, but Tramp and Steve probably are.
So yeah, they have some hair of the dog. And then you guys continue on your way. You meander down the stairs. Sphinx feels fine now. You're okay. You get your greasy breakfast. And yeah, you guys didn't. I'll say you guys didn't finish your cigars last night because you didn't puff on them to get an effect. So you still have your cigars from the night before. You don't have to buy any more if you want them. And you are downstairs in the main foyer. You also just so you know, you weren't upstairs or anything. You were down a few levels in the cabin, probably towards the south because they're the nicer ones. And then closer to the edge, it gets rougher and rougher and rougher until you get to the bits that are super dangerous because they're dangling off the edge of the world. But there's a lot of these cars, and then the big main car, and it's a massive train.
This the edge of the world is near. It's right near this place. The edge.
No,
Not
totally near.
Okay.
You'd still have to go a mile and a half or so to reach the actual edge.
Well, I'd say we go see this shifty McGree again and try to get a lead on. I don't know if I shared it. Grim Rough Tooth. I point out the wanted poster. Wanted for too high of taxes.
Yeah, unlawful taxation. So, I mean, we all know that means he deserves to die. So, there's no two ways about it. So there's that guy to keep an eye out for. His drawing is of like he has square ears, and he has yellow skin, no hair. He's got like a big nose, and he also has like a distinctive kind of mark on his face that looks like a weird squiggly line with 3 lines going through it.
How many eyes does he have?
2. I like how that's like an important question.
Gotta know these things.
Got him. I got him. All right, let's go talk to the sheriff.
So yeah, as you step out, roll a d3, and this is sometimes in games, good, bad, and ugly. So well,
A 1.
there we go. Oh right, that's ugly. So as you go outside, the sheriff is already standing there, but there are 3 men opposite him. And there's like a smaller guy next to the sheriff that before he's got a buckle with a D on it. They're kind of stood there like, with their hands over their guns, ready and just staring at each other.
Uh-oh.
And they are talking, and the guy in the center of these 3, which has got like this big black hat and this dust around, like shadows covering his face, his nose pokes out of the end of the hat. He says, "You ain't judge, jury, and execution around these parts, and I'll have what's mine. Now, lay down your weapons, or I'm gonna send you high into the sky."
Oh.
And then
This looks
this
like
guy
trouble,
kinda-
Ryan Ham.
Yeah, so do you guys want to roll initiative just to see who acts first in this case?
This is just a guy outside the bar.
Oh.
Initiative's a d6, by the way.
Oh, my bad. Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's like group initiative.
Is it just some guy outside the bar?
There are 3 guys. They're not just outside. They're on the dust. Just outside as they should be. About 15 paces away from each other. There's the sheriff, and then a guy next to him that's a little bit shorter with a D on his belt. No hair, dressed up the same as the sheriff is. And then there's 3 men opposite, 2 of them like hairless Gooz, and then the guy in the middle has got like long flowing locks, a big hat that like it's wide brimmed is to it's like an understatement. It's almost like a parasol on his head. And his skin is like pale and sort of silvery. And they're in a kind of standoff outside.
And we're just observing it, but kind of involved.
Yeah, you just kind of walked outside. You're, at only maybe 20 paces from the altercation.
Got it.
All right.
So D6, you guys have got the jump on him. You guys get to go first.
I look over to Ryan Ham. What do you think?
Well, looks like looks like the sheriff is the only one we can cash in our potential bounty to.
Yep, suppose we'll probably be needing him then. I take out my gun.
I'm like, Rye's like, okay, initiate plan Alpha. And then I engage my sneak spell.
Nice.
And walk away.
Yeah,
way.
yeah. I mean,
you know.
you cast a spell, and then you remain undetected as long as you're moving. You would have to spend Gooz if you wanted to move again in the same turn. Just to clarify mechanically.
Yes. I'm going to do that. I'm going to cast a spell and use a Gooz.
Yeah,
to
so you move just through them, because that's kind of the only way you can go without risking bumping into anybody. So you go, like, you just keep moving right in between. And just to make clear, you're not invisible.
Yeah.
They just don't notice you for some reason. So
It's
you
like
just
it's like I have like a blind spot. Like I'm in their blind spot somehow. Magically.
Yeah, you're just like da 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 da. So you go, you sneak by, and you know, I don't know if Sphinx, you know, knows the limits of Ryan Ham's powers, but you're just like in awe that you just move between them and they don't seem to notice. And then obviously Sphinx, you can draw your weapon for free because you have limited items at this point, and your first 3 most important items you can just pull out. So,
All right.
you wanted to take a shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do.
Right. Main guy, one of the 2 rookies next to him, his thugs or the guy himself.
One of the rookies, one of the guys next to him.
All right.
I want to take the, yeah.
That's a prowess check for that.
Oof. Oh wait, no, oof. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's you grazed him there because you're within 1. So with that, essentially, you did miss, but you knocked the guy off his feet, because you almost shot him in the foot, and he kind of reels back, and falls on the ground.
Yeah. You said it was a spaghetti western, so flies up, shows his underwear, people laugh at him.
Yeah. So, after which, these guys kind of immediately are locked out. A couple of them, they're just gonna fire shots. I'll say the main guy just tries to shoot the deputy, not having time to realize what's going on. We'll see if he. I mean, they usually just roll damage here, so I'm just gonna do it the old school way. Okay. So they both shoot each other. So yeah, so you guys watch as these people all start just blasting off their shots in lightning succession. Bits of misty blood go splattering from out of the little deputy's shoulder, and he falls to the ground. The sheriff also takes a shot to the shoulder and takes some damage. They've all taken some shots. One of the rookies, not the one that you shot on the ground because he luckily managed to dodge, but the other guy, he gets shot right in the head. And the main guy's still standing. That takes us back to you guys.
Oh.
And Rye is still slowly moving. You have to stay moving back. The chaos, just nope.
He's gonna make money. Oh no, yeah, me, yeah. Yeah, okay. I'd like to shoot one of the lackeys.
I believe you get double lucky on that. So the first, you end up with a +2.
Okay.
Because you are undetected. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, roll the damage.
It was 2d6, right, on that?
Yeah, and then also
Plus
the
1.
difference between your prowess check and the thing you actually rolled. So plus 1 and then plus 11.
Jesus.
Yeah, if any of these. Okay.
And I'd also like to use a
So
Gooz.
describe to me how you obliterate the main guy, because you just killed him.
Yeah. Can I use a Gooz? Is gonna be part of my action, like my description.
No, your description, you did it, so it's yours.
Okay, so I want to shoot the. I'm gonna shoot the guy. So I take my I flip my pistol from behind my cowboy rifle, twirl it in my hands, and shoot the guy in the back of the head because he didn't see me. And then I kind of back up, roll, and use my third arm to grab to fall in between the leader's groin and pull out my Bowie knife to have it an inch beside his junk.
Yeah, I mean his head is gone. I mean there's
I shot the main guy. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought I shot the dead. Okay, good. Never mind that. I just killed him.
We did it.
You blew his head off. Like that was so much damage.
Sorry, I thought there was another guy standing up. My bad.
Oh yeah, I mean the last guy that like the other guy died, and the Ross knocked a guy on the floor who's still on the floor. So I mean, Ross, do you want to finish this dude off, leave him alive? What's your
Well, I mean, I think let me see if we have something here. Should take him prisoner. I don't have anything now. I'm not gonna untie my knot.
I'm sure.
Something nearby.
I'm sure the sheriff probably has something.
Yeah, I find whatever restraints available in the sheriff, even if it's the sheriff's belt. Pull it off and hog time.
Yeah, the sheriff it looks at you guys and says, "Well, I sure did make the right choice in letting you guys stay."
Yeah, you
Thank you
did.
for that.
You're welcome. It's a
That man there has a
sorry.
bounty for 50 tusses on his head.
Whoa.
So here you go. And he throws you a bag of coins.
Nice. Well, if you're still looking for people to do work, I heard about this real piece of work, Grim.
I do
Rough
need to
tooth.
see a doctor if you would so kindly follow
Yeah, he's
me.
like bleeding out on the ground. I'm like
Yeah.
staring over him like, so the next quest anyways.
Anyways, can I show you my resume?
Yeah.
But he kind of listens to you on the way while he's nearly dying at least. And then he takes you to like the dock shop, which is this like ramshackle place. Well, it's really clean inside. And the doctor's like, he rolls his eyes back in his head like, oh, not again. And this guy has 3 eyes. And so the doctor like, you know, slowly pulls out the bullet and like heats up and sutures his wounds and stuff while you guys are chit chatting.
Nice. Yeah. So, tell us, what do you know about Grim Roughftooth?
You mean Gruff 3-Tooth?
Check the notes. Sure.
Come on,
He
Sphinx,
used to be-
get your shit together. We're
He used
professionals.
he used to be the mayor down there in Glitchwood, and he didn't have the right to tax for some of the stuff he was taxing for. You know, tax for shoes, tax for. I think at some point he started taxing hair.
Disgusting.
Yeah. So, anyways, he's done a runner. I maybe if you talk to old Jeb, but he may not tell you the truth. But just keep your eyes peeled.
Who's Jeb?
Oh, he's the town drunk, I suppose.
Well, just so happen to know what town drunk's like.
And I mean, if you guys are real brave, you could always try to take on Buck Callahan. Everybody knows where he is, but they can't do nothing about him.
Ah. What's special about Buck Callahan?
Well, Buck claims to have been to the great beyond, across the edge. And he is a wise man, I'll give him that, but even I don't think he could survive that. Says he rowed a boat across the falling river into the great beyond.
Well, what is his crime?
Well, he's been telling some fanciful tales that people don't like.
Misinformation. Disgusting.
Exactly.
Well, we've got some people to bring to justice. And also I need to buy bullets.
Oh yeah, you want to buy some bullets? Yeah, sure. There's an ammo guy in town. Hold on, what was the ammo guy's name?
I'm also curious what
Good thinking.
I'm curious what Tramp does with his money.
Yeah, I mean, Tramp seems to have undergone a change overnight and throughout the morning, and his he goes past, there's like a food cart, and this Gooz with like these really long noodly arms is like shoveling ramen into bowls and stuff and feeding people. And the food cart is just noodle Neds.
Nice.
And he's selling noodles of various kinds. And so the dog gets some noodles. It eats a bowl of noodles. And then Tramp wanders off and comes back and has like got a fancier handkerchief.
Nice.
Like custom tailored. Roll a d6, and if you say if you get a 6, you can say something that that Tramp bought with the money.
Can I use a goose point?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
That's the resource backup. Is you'd always be like, what? And also,
Yeah.
actually,
Tramp, what are you gonna do with that gun? All right.
And then the second time Tramp woofs, you see like subtitles
Yeah.
like bleed into your eyes.
Oh no.
Yeah. And the subtitles read on the second bark. Tramp's like, what do you think I'm doing? We're here to kill people.
Right.
But whilst like wagging his tail and looking like the happiest dog ever.
Yeah.
And yeah, the next wolf was, if these motherfuckers want to play, I'm here to play.
Well, you're the boss. Wait, no, you're not. What? All right. And I go buy bullets.
Yeah, Panda comes away to what you can't see as you guys put across the corner. Tramp's just there. the subtitles "I am" comes up with a full stop.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So yeah, then you cross the corner to the bullet store, and bam, there's a child.
I wonder if my etiquette is toward this child. Probably just ignore her.
Yeah. And then she looks up at you and says, "What you doing, mister?"
To who? Oh, to
You
me?
tell me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh. Not giving a dog a gun.
We're always watching. And then just like runs away.
You got a real weird one.
Yeah, you say as an old man that's just so happens to be on a rocking chair on the porch adjacent, just like looks at you and goes,
Yeah, see, I don't even understand, man. It's always raining above that guy. So I don't know. Like, I think if we ever need water, we can just go like chill next to Creepo Show over there, you know. And I wave him like, "Hey, right on, buddy."
he just goes back to reading his newspaper.
Newspaper. No.
So, you guys head on in to Flint's store, and there's like, an obscene amount of guns in here. You can't even tell where the wall is anymore. There's gun racks upon gun racks upon gun racks. And then there's this whole part of the shop that seems like locked off with this strange, like, really smooth steel plate, and it just says specialty above it. But you can't tell how it opens. It's like just this big, smooth metal door. The rest of it is laid out kind of normal, but this big, smooth, pristine, gleaming metal door that seems to have no way to open. And this Gooz that has no hair, but like a big old, like fluffy chin straps, and some like Coke bottle glasses, is like, "Hello! It has been some time since I've had anybody come into my store. I'm happy to see you guys."
I look at it with awe, and then I say, "Do you have a plasma rifle in the 40-watt range?"
A plasma rifle and the 40 range. Well, energy weapons are only sold to those that I can trust greatly, because, you know, them's are some dangerous things.
I like kind of put my elbow on the counter. How does one gain one's trust greatly?
Well, you see, around here, there ain't much to be had in the way of interesting companionship. You see, I don't particularly have many friends that want to listen to me, or
I'll just take bullets. Put money on the counter.
Well, all right then. I guess I'll just continue this life as it is, lonely and alone, sad, with all this ammunition.
I'm gonna interject and say, "Hey, Sphinx, how would you let him talk to your shrunken head for a little bit?"
That's a good idea.
And then I want to use a Gooz to know some GM information.
Okay. Okay. What's your question?
I want to know how that door opens.
You want to know how that door opens? It's like a hermetically sealing mechanical contraption.
Is a control anywhere near?
You got your fact.
God damn it!
Oof. All right. Yeah, I just say, yeah, I buy some. How much are bullets for a?
How much are bullets? You barter with them. I think it would be. You can make a cunning roll first if you want to try and like butter him up or something.
Okay, well then that's what I would say. I'd be like, you know what? I happen to know someone who would love a nice long conversation.
Really?
I put Steve on the table.
His eyes light up, which is really noticeable. And the tears, like he kind of puts his fingers under, his fingers get like really HDified for a moment, and the amount of gunk under his fingernails, you're like, please don't rub your eyes. And he's like, and then you put Steve on the table, and Steve's like, what's going on, Sphinx?
Steve, you have a new friend.
Really?
Yeah.
Hello, Steve.
You remember, Steve, all those things you were telling me about the feelings you had?
Yeah.
Well, the gun shop man wanted to hear all of them. Flint wanted to hear all of them.
Yes, Flint Jenkins. With a D.
Jenkins. I'm putting D's everywhere in this now.
That's
Like,
I'm glad to see the tradition has kept going here.
Flint Jenkins.
Well, I would have liked to see my grandson again, but I guess this'll do. And him and Steve start talking.
I try to help him.
Myself.
I spend a wizard point to plant a doubt in his mind about whether or not he'd want to see his grandson again, because I don't actually know how to help him.
Wait, to doubt that he doesn't like? Wait, what's the goal here? To make him want to see his grandson again?
I'm trying to help him, but I'm really stupid and not good at it. So I like cast doubt into his mind about him wanting to see his grandson again.
Okay, wait. Make a magic check. If you succeed, you decide what happens. If you fail, I'll decide.
I got a 19. No, I didn't want to succeed.
Yeah, you decide what happens though, so you can still fail. It's up to you.
Oh. All right. Well, yeah. He begins to think, actually, my grandson was kind of an SOB and an alcoholic, and he was kind of a financial drain, and like all of a sudden just like, yeah, and I ruin this I just make this person sad, and I hope that he has a good friend in this little head.
Yeah, so he starts kind of mulling things over. He talks to Steve a bit, and then he's like, you know what? Screw Leroy anyway. All he ever did was go into dungeons and start screaming his name, ruin the whole thing for everybody. He got 5 of his friends killed. You know what, Steve? It's been a real load off my chest getting to know you. I gotta say, you have brought something special to my life. It makes me so happy he picks Steve up, and like his it's like the chair he's in is actually on wheels, and he accidentally kind of scoots back and hits a button, and then that's hermetically sealed door starts opening and stuff, and he's like, oh, Steve, and he looks over and he goes, you guys can go in there, bring back whatever you want, I'll give you a little discount. And then him and Steve start talking, and you can just hear them the whole time. You like start moving away to browse through the
whole time I was at the edge of the door trying to see if I could open it, and it just opened in my face.
Yeah, no, it almost looked like it didn't have an opening until that button got hit, and it did. It's like machined exactly.
You feel a dog rush past your legs as it goes in to find the guns at once.
I thought it already got a gun. Wait, what kind of gun did it buy?
Tramp is starting to become a problem. I just imagined it was just like a 6-shooter in its mouth.
Yeah.
But now,
that dog is starting to get some gnarly tongue dexterity.
right? Well, now it's gonna find like a dog like combat harness or something, and
Yeah. So in this specialty section, you find there's not only guns and stuff, but all kinds of funky contraptions. Now this is either like a roll. You can each make a roll on like a couple rolls on the treasure table to just see like some random stuff that's in here that you might want to buy. But if you spend at least 2 goos, you can also suggest a kind of thing that is there.
Like that we make up, or like from the game, from the book.
Yeah, more or less. If you give me, you know, you can make it up. You'll still have to be able to afford it. Is the caveat. Like I'll decide how much it costs.
Oh, okay.
okay. Well, I'll spend 2 goos and give Tramp his dog combat harness. So it's like an apparatus that like has guns on it, or you know, I'm not exactly sure, to be honest with you, what a dog combat harness would look like.
How about some like advanced like augment that gives the dog like an exoskeleton complete with like a
Oh yeah, like Rick and Morty, like he's just like the little the dog is in.
It's either
like
that or you can keep it dogging and it has like some kind of mechanism that helps it like fire guns off its back like a turret or something.
Yeah, no, it's getting like that Rick and Morty situation, and we're about to have the dog revolution soon here. So I spend the 2 goos.
Keep it happy.
Spend the 2 goos, you get the dog it's like all this whole bunch of stuff. You might need to take him to the doctor to get it installed, but we can we can mull over that stuff. But yeah, that costs like
He only has 1 hit point.
Yeah, that costs like 20 tosses.
All right, so that's like all but 5 then if we split the 50.
And we got 4, so we got 2 each from the worm thing at the beginning.
What? How much was it?
We got 4, so we got 2 each.
You know, you could have all that. Like,
okay, then.
In reality, that was definitely.
And the 10 from the innkeep pay.
10 from the innkeep too, yeah.
Okay, I'll take 5 of that. After Tramps.
Don't forget to remove Steve from your character sheet.
Mecha harness. I'm losing all my friends. They're outgrowing me. Steve is gone.
At least your Zod is still
Susan?
just as odd.
Yeah, she's still with me. Until I give her sapience. And then, you know, but that's life.
I mean, for a wizard, sometimes it is.
Yeah. I just keep giving things sapience, but I barely have it myself.
He with the keys to every cell but his own.
Deep. That's so deep. So deep.
That's deeper.
Hashtag I'm 14. And this is super deep. Guys, who knew the emotional complexities of a game about little fucking weird guys?
I mean, we had to break. We gave a dog sentience. You probably transformed that guy's life on the path of good earlier in the bar.
Yeah. You gave an old guy the gift of friendship.
Man, we're amazing. This session's amazing.
I mean, you know, like demonic ink black dragons rule the skies and tear people apart, and the sun beams down radiation and scorches everything every day. But the front page of the RPG says, like, do stuff or save the world, and we'll see. And this is how you save the world in reality, is just one act of sapience at a time.
It's the grassroots actions, my friend.
Yes, it's a grassroots effort.
So,
do I get to select one too, or is that just a one group thing?
Yeah, if you spend the goose, it's fine.
I'm totally gonna spend the goose.
Yeah, it's 2 goose to make something up in this situation, just like a sort of house rule the kind of thing, because it's.
Yeah, I want a Whatever that thing is that Batman can shoot that has like the grappling hook with the on the gun end of a gun that has like the pulley on it.
Oh yeah, like a harpoon gun.
Harpoon gun. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
I want
yeah,
to be able to
yeah.
shoot on a roof and pull myself up onto it.
Yeah, that'll run you 15 tosses.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. And I'll say it's also got a bladed stock.
A bladed stock.
Yeah, it's like it doubles as an axe.
Oh my god. Best wizard ever. Bladed stock harpoon gun.
Nice.
Yep. And then as you go out to pay for it, Flint's like, "Oh, that's one of my own creations."
It's quite the pretty piece of machinery you have here.
Yeah. And then you go to the doctor's, and the doctor regales you at length about Sphinx, about how this is like, a relic of a forgotten time, like to like make a war dog, essentially, like a cyber war dog. And he's like, "You sure you want to go through with this?"
I'm like,
Tramp like barks, and it's just, "I will remember this." So he gives Tramp some sleep, drugs. Tramp goes to sleep, and you guys wait for a few hours, and
God damn.
then Tramp comes out like all cybernetically augmented, still like kind of walks like a dog, but then shows off like he can sort of stand up. He barks and he's like, "I think I need a holster." And then you guys go back to Flint's, and Flint is just still talking to Steve, like they're having a great time together.
Amazing.
Because Steve is just happily listening to all the stories, because he's a captive audience. And Flint is like, "Damn!" And then the dog gets like the rest of its money and buys some ammo and like locks and loads. Yeah, and I'll say, if you want to just edit the stats, the dog from the surgery will gain a 2d6 plus 4 hit points.
oh jeez.
And also 3 defense.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, and it also now has a D8 threat die. So dog is Tramp has moved past its name. It's Rex. Yeah, just post Rex from Fallout immediately. Let's go.
Is that the name it chooses for itself? It changes its name?
No, Tramp says something very poignant about remembering your root, and then lights a cigar.
Nice.
I always liked you, Tramp. I always liked you, man. You're always a good boy.
Yeah, he's still kind of he's still like, he's just happy that you called Tramp a good boy. It's just like, cheers, thanks, dude. That means a lot to me. We're really going into the trenches here, and I'm glad to have you by my side.
You know what, man? I'm really glad that we could actually, that you've somehow changed, that we could actually have this talk. We can have a mutual respect for each other. Makes me feel real good.
There's subtitles coming up, agreeing with what you say.
Okay, man, shake a paw. Let's go. Let's get this bread.
Yeah, you shake Tramp's hand, and Tramp's hand now has like a opposable thumb, and
it's an actual shake a hand, not shake a paw.
Yeah.
So
cybernetically upgraded.
So Tramp, who do you think we should go after next? This rough tooth, rim tooth, Or Buck Callahan. I like try to sell it, you know, to get his mind off going after the one that's like was imposing taxes on people.
Yeah. Like Tramp is just like whatever you decide.
Oh,
You've been with me through thick and thin. I got you back.
thanks, Tramp. Man, he's great. Well, anyways.
Yeah, you probably found Tramp in GOZR City like some time ago, and you know, fed it when it was like emaciated and starving, and somebody was gonna sell it a mystery meat food cart.
Well, Ryan Ham, what do you think? Which of these two bounties should we go after?
I mean, I still gotta buy some bullets.
Oh, I mean, I think I already did. No, I guess I did.
I didn't pay for them yet.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. It's a tosser per 6 shots since you guys got thingy. I'll just give you the lowest price.
All right, then I'll take 6.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Left. Okay, so I got a 6 shot, and then I've got a 3 left, so I'll have to reload it. Actually, I'll put the 6 shot in, and then I'll keep the 3.
Okay.
Also, what's the damage on the bladed stock?
D6.
D6. Okay. I'm gonna sell that Bowie knife when I get a chance.
Yeah, I mean damage explodes too, so it all depends on. And knives are funny in this game.
Maybe I'll keep the knife just for flavor. Yeah, there's no real encumbrance, right? I mean,
Yeah, there's slots. It's slot based, so the
okay.
knife picks up a slot.
Okay.
But like incidental stuff is nothing, you know, like the cigars and roach meal cookie.
Hard candy.
Yeah, the hard candy, and we got healing balm as well.
Yeah, I think we should go after not the tax guy because I feel like a narc. I don't. I'm here to be a bounty hunter, but I'm not here to really, you know, be a complete tool of the state. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I catch the spit you're flapping.
I'm here to save the world. I'm not here to make sure some billionaire Gooz gets an extra, sand yacht or something.
Yeah, you're out here healing the world's psychological.
All right.
But
Let's
before
do
we
it.
go, are there still those bodies outside from the guys that we killed?
The doctor has probably started cleaning those off, chopping them up for spare parts.
Where do you think the hot dogs came from?
Damn it! All right. I snap my fingers. I'm like, damn.
Just like in real life.
I better be. I look at Trav like, next time, remember I could use bodies. They can be useful to us. All right, buddy.
All right.
So, are you guys heading off east across the river?
Do we need any what's the crunch like? Do we need rations here?
You can spend some money on some supplies, but generally there's a roll you make that just kind of abstracts to like, oh, you lost some supplies. You might struggle today.
Like a usage kind of thing?
No, it's just a D6 roll, I believe. So
Okay.
yeah, as long as you bought some supplies, it's not too crunchy.
Okay, let's go. Let's just go pick up some supplies before we head out,
Yeah.
and then we can get this underway here.
Yeah, so you pick up some supplies. I'd say that between you, that would just be a couple of clinks each, or 2 clinks each.
Sounds good.
Nice. I already have some clinks, so.
Yeah. But if you want to get a light source, that might be a good idea.
Ooh, good idea.
So yeah, a lantern would be a tosser, and then a torch is a clink each.
Oh.
I'll grab. Do we need oil?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll grab a lantern and maybe 2 oil.
Okay. Yeah, that'll run you a tosser for the land and then another tosser for the 2 bits of oil. There'd be 2 clinks each.
Perfect.
Alrighty then.
I'll carry the lantern. I got an extra hand for this.
Yeah, you did.
Nice.
That is very handy.
Sconce
And
hands, handy.
It's literally handy. It's literally
Ha
handy.
ha ha!
And then so you guys get on your zards, and get on the way. You, Tramp, and Steve has found his place to rest, so you no longer have to worry about accidentally squishing him when you fall down big holes in the ground.
So Steve is still at the guy's place talking, right?
Yes, Steve is Flint's buddy now.
Oh, nice. I mean, we probably get a discount if we go back again.
Yeah, you got like a permanent discount there. You guys to Flint, you made his life better. He doesn't even care if you find Leroy anymore. Who fuck Leroy?
I'm really proud. I'm really proud of our characters.
Nice.
So you guys on this first leg of the journey, if one of you wants to roll a d6 to see if you bump into anything nasty on your way. Did you head east out of town? Thank you, Russ. All right. And then would somebody like to roll a d4 to see how many of these nasty things?
Great.
Perfect.
Perfect. Okay. So you guys run into this like horrible little group of nasty tiny little bugs. Teeny tiny little bugs. And there is a whole slew of them. Like they for a minute you kind of mistake it as a point where the ground is just a different color, and then like you start moving through it and you notice that they're like crawling all over your pack animals, and getting on your hands and stuff, and they're moving ridiculously fast.
I cast cleanse on everybody, so I'm gonna use my wizard points.
Okay, what does cleanse read?
It just says something close gets clean.
Okay. So are you doing that like right now, or after you are you gonna like trudge through and clean yourself off afterwards?
Yeah, probably that. Like let's gallop, and then once we get through, do that.
All right. Yeah. If each of you just make a cunning check, I guess it would be for like your animal handling sort of kind of thing in this situation.
Oh boy, I get thrown.
Oh boogers. So yeah, you'll take a little bit of damage, and you're fine. All right. So. Ooh, you lucked out. You take 1 damage. It's always a minimum of 1. So you just get a bunch of little annoying bites. And you're unlucky on your next check because it's itchy.
It's so itchy.
Yeah. So you're like, you cast your spell. It's like, oh, damn it.
That sheriff's gonna hear about the stuff outside of this town. They need to clean this up.
Yeah. But, funnily enough, when you do smash some of them, you notice that their blood is like really viscous. Like it really sticks to you, and it's like icky, and it smells kind of like, I don't know, like it's some kind of solvent or something.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's keep that. That sounds handy. Do I have anything that I could keep it in, though?
I mean, I'd say maybe in some of your supplies that you, like a little pot, though,
Probably had like a jam jar or something that as we ate it out of, we kept.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I squish them in there and squish it up and get some of this solvent.
Yeah. So we'll say that, like when you cast your spell, you kind of like, sort of flick them off yourself into the jar. I got as many of them as you can. So you can add a jar of bug stuff to your sheet. We all know what bug stuff does.
Yes, of course.
And continuing on, you guys pass by this like rocky outcropping. And as you do, you can kind of see like what looks like a hat on top of this like maybe 5-6 foot tall rocky outcropping.
A hat?
Yeah, it looks like a hat on top of the rocks.
Well, what kind of hat?
Like a 10-gallon hat. Like maybe there's somebody behind there who kind of forgot they were wearing a 10-gallon hat.
Well, Ryan Ham, maybe you ought to sneak up there. Wait, no, that's a magic thing though. I would use your wizard points. I'll try to sneak up on the hat. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and make
I
a
don't wanna...
cunning.
That's right? Like
and you're lucky, right, on sneaking?
Yeah, I'd have to use it.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like something we should save, perhaps. Yeah,
How do you know if you're lucky or not?
I mean, he's got a talent that says he's lucky on sneaking.
Gotcha.
And then you also start with like a lucky symbol rub to make yourself lucky once a day.
A lucky symbol, like
yeah,
an
yours
item.
is a star.
I've got a knot.
Oh, so
Is
just okay. I get it.
You said it's a +3 if you're lucky.
No, it's +2, but use lucky stacks. Every additional lucky is +1. So if you're double lucky, you get +3. If you're just lucky once, you get +2.
Okay. Well, that would give a 15 over 8.
Okay, so you get some additional kind of benefit. I'll say in this kind of thing, it's like positioning. You manage to kind of way around, only to realize that it is just a hat. There's no one but behind it.
Oh, I poked the hat.
And then the hat kind of turns when you poke the hat, and you realize that you were incorrect. It isn't just a hat. The hat is on top of someone's head who seems to be only partially visible. Like, they're mostly invisible. You can just kind of see as you get closer that there's like this weird kind of edge point where invisibility like kind of stops, and you hear like, oh!
So they're just invisible. They're not buried or something.
Yeah, they're like invisible, like against the rocky outcropping.
Oh, sorry to bother you, sir. I doff my own hat, which is actually my hair.
He tips his hat to you. Oh, well, you can't see me, right?
Nope, just the hat.
Oh, jeez. I've had a real rough time.
Okay, bye. I go back to my what is it? Gosh darn it. The Zard. But when I get back to the Zard, I tell them that. I say, hey, there's actually an invisible man under the hat over there, and he's real sad.
Oh, and my shoulders kind of sink. I was like, man, I was hoping it was a sentient hat. All right.
Never say never.
Did you ask him what he wanted?
No, he's just sad.
A lot of sad folks in these parts. It's a real. It's a real commentary on our society, isn't it?
As our like skin is boiling from the radioactive sun, and oily black screaming dragons are like devouring the world around us.
Skyworms. gotta watch out. Although skyworms are less prevalent in the lawless loop.
Out of character, I do want to go figure out why he's sad, but my character is just a douche.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can pass on by. That's fine.
I mean, he seems like doesn't seem like he's a threat. I mean, we could. I mean, if we stopped by to help everybody, we probably wouldn't get anything done.
You don't want to?
I mean,
what do you think, Tramp?
Tramp says, subtitles come up. We have a mission.
Oh.
I think I'm gonna have to agree with Tramp.
Tramp's a professional. All right. I get on my...
I think Tramp's picking up on what I'm putting down here with the professionality we got to demonstrate here, so we can be a legitimate adventuring company. You know,
the lights on Tramp's like cyber augments are all like blue, and you guys continue up ahead a ways. Past the invisible man, through all kinds of like weird shaped cacti, and you start seeing the river a little bit in the distance, and there are like vultures and stuff circling ahead, and you guys make it to the edge of the river, and you swear you see some like weird kind of like movement beneath the waves as you're kind of looking for the current, as you're looking for some kind of way to cross. And down south of ways, you do see that there's some kind of like ferry with like a pulley system made out of a bunch of junk.
All right. Ferry system with pulleys.
Yeah. There's like it's like a platform that you kind of yank across the river.
Well, let's do it. Well, I suppose our Zards might have trouble getting across, though.
It's quite large.
Ah, okay. Yes. In that case, we'll get on. I mean, let's get on it and activate it.
For sure.
Yeah. So as you guys are rolling down, somebody to see if you are surprised by this. If you roll under 3, you surprise. Hey, so
nice.
you're keeping your eyes on the water, and because the current you saw before sketched you out, and these, like, all of a sudden this like rusty kind of piece of metal comes flying out of the water, and this weird kind of fish man with like these like tentacles coming off the back of its head, and it's green and kind of slimy, and it kind of jumps out of the water and tries to hit you with a spear, but you're ready for it. Your Zard kind of bucks up and gets out of the way. I'll consider that the initiative roll, so you guys are going first.
Oof. 8.
What was that for?
Oh, I'm stupid. I'm sorry. Here you go. 2, which is still bad, I think. Can't remember.
Yeah. Oh no, I considered the surprise thing because like you also hit 6. Like I just considering that like you're not surprised at all. You go first.
Okay.
I just don't see the point of like adding extra rolls when it's not necessary. So it's basically just what's your guys' reaction to? One of them comes up and there seems to be some like movement in the water, hinting that more shall arrive.
So are they pretty small?
I think they're quite big. Let me just double check their size here. No, they're about the size of a goose. They've got this weird koi fish-like head, and they have like weird rusty 3-pronged tridents and like webbed fishy feet. Really weird elongated legs.
So we're trying to pull on this pulley and move across while they're like coming out after us.
Yeah, you like were just ready to sort of start getting on it, and they kind of leaped out of the river.
I look over at Tramp and I'm like, you know what to do. And then I look over at Ryan Ham, I nod.
Turn red. You can roll a d8, and if you get a 1 or a 2, then Tramp will like kick in and do something cool, or you can spend a Gooz to.
5.
Okay, so yeah, if you want to spend a Gooz, you can make Tramp do something cool. Otherwise, they kind of extras kind of work off of the threat system that the GM uses for like monsters and NPCs and stuff.
No, I won't use a Goose for this. I'll rub my lucky knot and then grab my belt buckle and stun them with my belt buckle, an array of brilliance, and just like spray this whatever comes out of this belt buckle.
Yeah, so the sun hits your belt buckle and like bounces off. You focus the beam in the eye.
Yeah, exactly.
And that just happens, right? That's not I don't think that's your action. That's just like that special belt buckle can do the d6 damage.
Right.
Is it a d6?
It's d6 damage, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So go ahead and roll that d6.
It's amazing.
1 damage.
So yeah, it kind of like closes its eyes for a second, and then it's like ready enough to like lob its spear at you.
Nice. I want to note that if I ever tell Tramp to go away, it says Tramp will stay with me until his death, but it says also he's also not offended if I just dismiss him. Because there's an entire chart on whether or not they're offended.
Yeah. I mean, Tramp is an independent dog, especially now.
Yeah, he's just kind of chill, like whatever about that. Anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, Charles, what is Rye doing?
What is Rye doing? I think he'll. Are they impeding our progress anyway?
I mean, this one's just jumped out, and it's like trying to attack you.
Is it is it on the floating platform with us?
No, you guys aren't just on the floating platform yet, and you haven't kind of started going. It's as you like got ready to sign it.
Got it. Okay, then I'm going to use the back end of my bladed stock harpoon gun. I'm gonna give him the pistol whip.
Yeah, go ahead and make a prowess check. If like precedence is anything, you probably just cut it in half.
I guess so.
So yeah, it's a d6 damage and then +9. Okay, you killed it. You vivisect it, and it kind of goes down, and then all of a sudden there's this gush of water that comes up as 8 of these things kind of all leap out in unison and start going like. So let me roll the threat. And if either of these is a 1 or a 2, ooh. It's a 1 and a 2.
Oh boy, that's not good.
So yeah, a few of them are gonna throw some spears. So can I get 2 prowess checks from each of you?
2 of them?
Yeah.
Failed. And failed.
That doesn't seem right, does it? No, I did not.
Oh
roll.
yeah, if you yeah. But no, you crit succeed on that one. So you get like some kind of special effect on that. I'll say you can make an attack, like in return for that.
No, I don't think I rolled. I think I just entered 1d20. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Or did
I
I?
see.
Did I? Because it doesn't look like it rolled.
No,
when
no,
I
it
clicked
rolled, but
Yeah,
the
it rolled the
second one,
D20.
and then it multiplied it by 2 because it gave
Yeah,
you
yeah.
the formula. For
I got. So I got to roll another one then.
Yeah, one for the other.
Got it.
And then, and what's your prowess, Ross?
My prowess, I failed. My prowess is 10.
Oh, okay. So that second one is a graze. So after the second one, your armor is reduced by 1.
So what does
Armor
that
reduced
mean?
by 1.
Yeah, your defense goes down by 1. Although wait, they were jumping out from above, so you had +2 def. So this is reduced by, because your helmet. So this is reduced by your original def +2. So you take 3 less. You take 5.
5 damage plus my armor goes down by 1.
Well, 5 damage from the first hit, and then on the second one, which you failed by 1, so it gets an extra plus. You take 4.
So total of 9.
They're reduced separately, so the second one is also reduced by 3 until afterwards, where your armor goes down to 2. So you take in 5 damage, then 1 damage for 6.
5 damage, then 1 damage for 6. Okay. Okay, I just have defense 1, and then for my armor.
Yeah, that comes from your armor. Like if you got, you would have got +1. You would just have +1 def.
Okay.
And then helmets are +2 def if you're being attacked from above, and you can also let your helmet or like a shield break to just completely avoid a hit.
Okay.
All right. So you guys are up this time. If you want to go ahead.
How do you know the value of your armor? Like
it says in the game, like, so your defense is basically some of your armor. If you have just light armor, then your defense is 1.
Okay.
And then a helmet is +2 if you're being attacked from above.
So do I have to reduce something then? You said, like, do I just reduce it by 1?
No, you don't have to reduce anything. It's only when you like graze, which is like you're just 1 under.
Gotcha. So I failed 1 and got a 20 on the other, then, right?
Yeah. So you can make an attack in response for the crit, like a reaction attack.
Oh, okay.
And then for the other one, you take, and then your difference between that is kind of harsh. So you're taking a D4 + 9. You take 12 damage reduced by your defense score, so 11.
Not from my helmet though, right? Like if it was my helmet too, wouldn't it be -3?
Oh yeah, because it's still from above, so -3.
Damn. Okay, so 9.
Alrighty then. And then we'll back up to your guys' turn.
So you say I get an attack in response, or is that no?
Yeah, you get an attack in response.
And then plus my turn attack?
Yeah, that's just out of whatever, like if you just roll the prowess check.
Gotcha. Not good.
Yeah, unfortunately. And that's a miss by 5 as well, so I'll say that you lose your foot in a bit and you swing. So we're back to you guys.
All right. What did Tramp do?
I mean, you got Tramp doesn't technically just do stuff unless there's like the D8 threat thing.
I see. D8 threat. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Unless you like spend your action to be like Tramp, do this, or spend a Gooz to be like Tramp, do.
Oh. Well, I don't really know actually what Tramp is capable of, but he's probably better at it than me, so I will use my action for that. I'd be like, Tramp, now! Do it now! I don't even know what he's going to do.
Yeah, so I mean, Tramp got a 6 shooter, right? So you're just spending your action on that. I'll say that just try to make a prowess check, but it's lucky because it's Tramp doing it.
Oof. I
Oh, so
will.
you're in one again.
Can I spend a goose after the fact?
To what?
Either re-roll or push the roll to succeed.
I would say yeah, I'll allow that. If
Okay.
you want to re-roll.
Okay. Plus 2. Oh, it's worse.
So yeah, Tramp just fires off a shot and misses, unfortunately, and kind of fumbles. Not used to having, opposable thumbs, and it's like, sorry, boss.
Yeah.
And then you can also get your get your Zards involved for a Gooz, or get them to do actions on your behalf and stuff.
Oh, my extra arm gives me an extra attack.
Your arm can make an extra attack that's unlucky, yeah.
Oh,
Assuming
boy.
it's wielding something.
Yeah. The Bowie knife. That totally makes sense. Okay, is it, I guess it's my turn then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to attack with the harpoon blade.
Ooh, okay. I'm
Oh,
rolling a PTSD check as well,
PTSD check.
because they realize you got a harpoon. Okay. A few of them now realizing that you have a harpoon gun. I'll say roll a d4, and that's how many slip back off into the water, because they're terrified that you got a harpoon gun. Their experience with river pirates is they've got some PTSD.
Love it.
Okay, yeah. So some of them immediately are triggered, and they just into the water.
So how many remain now?
6.
6. Holy smokes, there's so many.
Yeah, they have a pretty big pack size.
I'd say. Okay, I'm gonna attack one with the harpoon gun still, and then my arm's gonna attack with the Bowie knife.
All right, go ahead and do the first one, which you're unlucky on, and then the second one, which you're just one unlucky on still.
So they're both unlucky?
Oh wait, actually no, that check you made prior. Oh well, the natural 20 would have been unlucky actually, so it doesn't matter. It's cool. But the second one is unlucky, so that one's a hit with the axe butt, right? Or you shoot it?
Yeah. The axe with the axe on the gun.
Okay.
Or on the harpoon gun, I should say.
So go ahead and roll the d6 plus 5 for that. Okay, that's enough to cleave through one of them again. So you straight into it. You're up close and personal.
Did I actually split it in half, or did I just kill it?
The first one you split in half. This one you just whack it straight into its chest and killing it.
Cool. And then the Bowie knife is unlucky, you said, right?
Yeah. The third arm extra attack. So unlucky.
So minus
2.
What is minus 2? Got it.
Well, close but no cigar with that one.
Dang. Also, I'd like to spend 1 Gooz to use an extra action.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to raise the one I just killed.
Aha! Okay, roll a d4 for its hit points.
And I guess that's minus 1. 1 whiz, right? Yeah.
All right. So I'll say that'll kind of finish rising up by your next turn. You have you've lowered their numbers now considerably. They're down to half. So morale check. Okay. The others this turn start moving back towards the water. They feel as if they have been matched, it seems, and they all slink off. But can you each give me a cunning check to see if you notice something?
That one.
Yeah, this. I mean, you know what you notice is that the sky is real pretty today.
It's burning my eyes out too, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Like the sun. Looking at the sun directly is nice.
Yeah.
And then on the on the thinking side of things, we have Rai, who you notice one of them that's trying to get away has this strange like conch-like trumpet down to its side.
Oh, one of them's okay. All right.
So what would you guys like to do? They're going to dive back in the water.
I want to shoot my harpoon gun at the horn.
At the horn itself?
Well, at the chain of the horn, if I can, without harming it. To see if I can retrieve it.
I'll say that's like an unlucky a prowess check. That's pretty tough.
I would say so, yeah. -2. Come on, baby.
Nice.
What is it with you and the number 19?
I don't know, man, but I'm taking it. My last game with you, I got smashed badly.
You really did. So you come out rocking like you're like, not today, motherfucker. You shoot the thing, and it comes out. And I mean, you know, if you want to just blast these things, you can roll the threat die for the doggo if you want a D8. And then you've got an action still, Ross.
You got a 5.
Doggo's not getting any extra action off.
Okay. I think we all just pull our guns out even though we're not hitting anything. Just like as they...
Yeah. I mean, you can still take an action if you'd like though, Ross, or you can just, you know, let it slide now. He got this conch thing.
Alright. I'll try to shoot. Finally. I got a 15 over my prowess? Is that how you
Yeah, so that's 5. So you add +5 to your damage.
Oh, wow.
Because your prowess is 10, you rolled a 15.
Ah, I see now. It's making sense to me now.
Mm-hmm.
2d4 plus 5.
Yeah, and if either of those 4s is a 4, Ross.
8.
Nice. You still did enough damage. It did enough damage exactly to kill one. So you take one of the remaining 3 out. And the other 2 then on their turn go into the deep. So you guys have conquered that trouble.
And we got a badass conch horn.
Yeah. So you make your way over the river slowly, and you hear some strange things from beneath the river, otherwise cross without any further events. And you see there's like a mountain ridge up off to the east, and you remount your Zards and make your way over there. And you see a sign that it's like a big painted sign on a bunch of corrugated steel that says "Here be dragons." Like, and then you pass for a while, and it says "Stop, go no further." You know, and it just continues. There's more signs. It says, "Guys, I'm really serious. Stop."
Just keep
What the sign say?
Yeah.
Holy smokes!
Like, and then the next sign you go up against is, "Are you really sure? Like, really sure?" And then you keep going on, and then there's like you just keep going until the last sign just says, "Fuck."
Uh-oh.
And you come across like at the base of this mountain, There is also a path that kind of leads up the winding mountain. If you look up in awe, the mountain kind of just spires off up into the clouds, and then this little path seems to just go all the way up. And then, but there's also this little door at the base of the mountain that's kind of like built into it like an archway.
All right.
And it has one of those little kind of like slotty things, you know, that you can like pull to the side.
We do that. We do that. Maybe Tramp does that.
What, do you knock or you...
I think we do the Western thing where we have the gun out, and then we use the gun to, like, move it to the side.
Oh, right, yeah. I mean, yeah, I think there's... Would this guy always lock his door? I don't know. So somebody roll a d6, because there is a table. For when you just open a door and you don't know. Someone let me know what the result is here so that I can...
6.
6?
Really good, really bad.
I believe that is open, but I will see.
I love how the music just screams something fuckery.
Okay. So, you push the... Who's pushing the door open with their gun?
Tramp was.
Hey. Hey, I mean, I guess if you ask Tramp to do with it, he's a loyal dog. So Tramp opens the door and finds that there is a jury-rigged, and you can go ahead and make the prowess check that's lucky to see if Tramp manages to dodge this.
Oh, no. Nat 20!
Okay, so Tramp
catches it
like
midair.
opens the door, and like the lights turn red on all the cybernetic augments and stuff, and Tramp just does like an instinctual, almost like Dark Souls dodge at exactly the perfect time, and then just like stands up coolly and is like, you know, I dodge rigged shotgun traps. Nobody cares. It's easy.
Nice.
Yeah, but also seems to have accidentally rolled into a pair of
Pair of what?
sunglasses.
Oh.
You know,
yeah,
they just happen to be some sunglasses lying on the floor that like Tramp has perfectly kind of rolled into.
Your
looks
clothes, your sunglasses. He just takes them,
Yeah.
puts them on.
back. Deal with it in subtitles.
God damn.
Rip the shotgun out of the wall. It's my shotgun now.
A joint just slides parallel.
Are
side
you
straight
guys-
into his mouth. Thug
Maybe if you smoke that cigar, but
Yeah.
you know. Oh god. So yeah, you guys go in. You know, kind of looking around, and it's just kind of this like room that has been carved into the mountain, and then there's like a set of curved stairs going downstairs.
Let's take the stairs down. We gotta.
There's nothing to search before we go down.
Oh, I mean, there's a like a few sort of like lockers and stuff like that you might be able to get into.
Yeah, let's take a little brief peek into the lockers. Never know, it could be some sort of useful item.
Yeah, there's 2 lockers in here. If you each want to roll a d6, we'll see if they're, you know, jam, trap, whatever. Okay. So yeah, the one that you go to, the 2 sets of lockers that you go to, Sphinx. The first one on the left is it's unlocked, but it's not open. That one you can't quite get it open. Like a bunch of stuff stuck to, like this gluey like substance. And then Charles, one of yours doesn't have a door. It's missing. And so, the other one is also jammed with sticky glue. It seems like they didn't have a lock, so they glued it shut.
I used the bug solvent, and I like dissolved the glue with the bug solvent.
Congratulations, you did a thing.
Nice.
Yeah, no roll needed there. Someone had the foresight to listen to the narration.
Slow clap. Very good.
Yeah. I had how many times I've given players something that's like obviously useful, and then they're like, nah.
Nice.
I'll write it down, but I'm never gonna use that.
I love it.
This is some obscure TTRPG note far in the future, like bug juice. Whoa.
yeah. It isn't. I hope that's not just a rip-off.
Characters spend 20 minutes trying to pull door off of glue.
Yeah. So then you guys can each roll a d6 for the kind of treasure that is in the.
Ooh, let's go.
Ooh.
Okay, so Ross, you got a weird weapon. Roll a d6d6. So that's 2d6. I guess you've read enough OSR stuff to know.
Well,
And
that's gonna let me do
then
that. I got 35.
Rye.
5-3 actually.
Oh, 5-3. Okay, I'll get that. Rye got. Where did that table go? Why I'm stupid. 3. You got a strange item, so that's also a d6-6. So Ross with your 5-3, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So you find this strange glove that has like this weird, like very beautiful face, with like sharp teeth jutting from beneath the teeth, and the teeth seem to kind of like end on the fist. It does a d8 damage. No, 1d6 punch damage, and once a day you can spit fire out of it for a d8 damage against 1d6 close targets.
Nice.
And then
5-2.
5-2 on strange items. Okay. You get it's a hat, like a pointy, almost wizard-like hat.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
And as you stick it on, you feel like it's got a brain kind of stitched into the back of it, and you can read someone's mind once a day for as long as you concentrate.
Oh, fuck yes.
You got a cap of mind reading.
It is a shenanigans hat. I love it.
And then, also, funnily enough, when you find an item in this game, you can declare that there's with it as a player, and I believe you gain one lucky roll per day, so long as it has a thing. The examples are: this damn gun recoils. My Kopesh rusts easily. This mask makes me sweat. It's missing some stones. How can I sell it? I have to thump the shit to make it work. So you can add some flavor to it if you would like to.
To the hat.
Yeah, to like any treasure you find, you can like there's this whole section that's like treasure. What a pain in the ass. It just makes it even funny.
You said a D6?
Yeah. What do you mean a D6?
Oh, sorry. I thought we were gonna.
Yeah, no. You add a thing. Those were just examples. You could say anything about it, like some kind of thing that's like a minor inconvenience about what.
Oh, it has an opinion.
Oh, with the fist has an opinion.
Yeah, a really uncomfortable one.
Oh God. Okay, fair enough.
I have to punch a hole through the inside of the hat for it to work
Nice.
before it works.
Oh, okay. So
You know,
it has
like
to kind of look ridiculous.
like those hats, like you see like those vaudeville guys that like punch a hole through the bottom of their like top hat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I have to do that, but it repairs itself every time. But I have
Nice.
to do it to essentially charge it for its use.
Yeah. That's fine.
So I can't like be like, I gotta like pull it out of my pocket and punch a hole, put it on. What are you thinking about, man?
And you can't just always wear it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, hold on a second. Boom.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
Yeah, that's funny. And then the Ross's demonic glove has an opinion.
I just, I guess I just, I'm sorry. I'm doing the bad thing where like I keep trying to collect pets and have a zoo. It's not right.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. I think the demon's glove's opinion is that anthropomorphism is bad.
That makes sense because, yeah.
It's like, stop ascribing human qualities to me. I'm a fucking glove.
Right.
What is wrong with you?
And
As it's talking.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, Ross was like, this has a face. It could be an NPC.
Exactly.
More interactions. What? Yeah. So, yeah, after that, you guys head down the winding stairs to find an elderly Gooz, like, sat atop, like, this, as you get to the bottom, you're like, you can't see very far, but in the distance of this dark, long chamber, you can see this throne, like, that is made out of, like, a whole bunch of guns and treasure, with this guy sat on top of it. And, like, you're like, oh, you're, like, almost awestruck for a moment, and then you hear, so you didn't pay attention to the signs? And he just puts his hands in his head.
I point over to Tramp. I'm like, dogs can't read.
Oh, and this is the leader of your escapades. I suppose you've come to rob or something, or collect on one of my various bounties.
I like to think of us as more of a syndicalist commune, collaborative unit. No real leaders here. But yes, again, I mean, if that's how you're capable of understanding simple terms like that, then yes, I guess I'm the leader today.
Yeah.
Put my hand on my
camera
holster.
pans to Tramp with a communist flag behind.
Oh, the transition Tramp has gone through in just 24 hours. We'll talk about this later, Tramp. Well, you're right about at least two of those things. Put my hand on my holster.
Well, if you could kill an old man such as myself, be my guest.
Okay, I pull my gun out and shoot him.
God damn.
The equivalent of being like you're just a dumb motherfucker. You're like, oh, he said I should do the thing. All right, go ahead and make that attack. I swear, if you get some like obscene bullshit now. Ooh, you hit.
Yeah, I think I did hit.
So
Can
go
I?
ahead and roll the damage.
Yeah.
You...
No. Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh, roll one of them again.
Oh, exploding dice. That's interesting because then that makes lower dice actually more kind of
more prone to explosion. especially when you get a bunch of them.
Yeah.
But it also, overall, the bigger die is still better. Depending on. Like a D4 was technically better getting a 5 than a D. But
Down to 7 rounds, 4 in the pistol.
all right. And yeah, since you just shot there, we will. I wonder how he would react to being shot, because that wasn't very much damage. So I will. Yeah, make a cunning roll.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Do I still have the zombie guy walking with me?
The zombie fish guy rose slightly after, yeah, and he's.
Cool, man. He's still with us.
Yeah, he is arisen.
Just love it.
Although, like, you know, it's probably drying out. It's gonna smell real bad.
Not a lot of sneaking.
So yeah, how, in your mind, since you got the nat 20 there, how would you want? I mean, he's favorable, so. But I mean, what would you like to push this in any specific direction?
I don't see anything. So this is interesting. Okay, when you talked about Gruff Rimtooth, it specifically says just kill him, get his ear. Okay, I have here. Buck Callahan claims to have been beyond the part of the edge in his crime, and no specifics on whether or not he ought to be brought in alive. So, what I would propose is that, like, you know, try to convince him to give up. Obviously, if I can, that's the most I could try to do with a round that doesn't kill him. So, like, maybe when I shoot, I'll actually hit some kind of arcane device or something that he plans to use. You know.
Okay.
Which
okay.
Wouldn't actually, like.
I mean, I'll say, yeah, for that, that's smart, because his throne of guns can be shot. Like, it's.
Oh, I missed
Maybe
that
I'll
one
set
again.
off all the guns and they just start shooting around him, and it's like, oh, that was a bad idea. Just put all my guns here, all my ammunition in one location where it can be seen.
Yeah. Well, actually, the thing is like, maybe the lighting up of all the guns and things, as like it just like rapid fires everywhere, and the light and the muzzle flash and everything. You notice that in this large chamber of treasure is like a vast wealth of books, and like there's like the walls on either side are pretty much just bookshelves, and there are like tables interspersed and stuff, and after this all kind of calms down, you shot the guy, but he seems kind of like he doesn't seem too roughed up by it.
Right.
They kind of skimmed his arm a bit, and he's bleeding, but he doesn't seem like he cares. In fact, he pulls out a cigar and like lights it up. And he takes a drag and he lets it out. I like your gumption. It's admirable. Now, I wouldn't feel too good about killing somebody with hopes and dreams like myself. You gotta shoot for the stars. And my time is coming near the end anyway. He's trying to reaches around. He grabs a knife and he cuts off his ears and just throws them to you.
Wow. That was graphic.
That's a good GOZR. So what will you do now? It goes.
I guess I'll read over all the past experiences I've had, reminisce. Try to stay out of trouble, of course. The signs usually work, but I don't know. There's a fine line between bravery and stupidity, is there not?
I looked at my companions.
Tramp's subtitles just say, yeah, a fine line, and Tramp's looking straight at you.
If you'll excuse me one moment, and I reach into my bag and I punch a hole in my hat and put it on my head.
Like looking at you confused.
And I put it on and I just look at him.
Yeah. So reading his mind, you see, he's definitely telling the truth. What's on his mind is like his experiences, like all the time that he spent over in the great unknown beyond the edge. And he feels like quite good, really, despite what he's just done. Like he feels like he's accomplished some things with his life. And he starts walking down from his throne and offers you guys a seat. And then he like presses a button, and this clunky, like a bit rusty robot that was probably once chrome and shiny, but it's covered in dirt and dust and stuff, comes over with like a silver platter with like tea and stuff on it.
Thank you, Jeeves. Now, is there anything else I can help you find wanderers with?
I nod over to Sphinx. I'm like, it's okay. I have a seat.
I do too. I holster my gun. I nod for Tramp to holster his gun, and we have some roach cookies, and I want to hear stories about the great beyond.
Wow, we're gonna have a creepy tea and roach cookies. Man, this game's amazing.
So Tramp is like, sits down, starts drinking tea with you guys, and how am I forgetting a Buck starts saying,
well, the thing is, if you're gonna leap from the great beyond, you gotta be going fast, because otherwise you just end up on the underside, and you don't want to be there. I mean, there's some things out there, but the underside is just plain nasty. There ain't no two ways about it. But if you're going fast enough, well, you can shoot for the moon, go anywhere you'd like. It's almost like a ocean of vast endlessness, an infinite expanse that has no end, at least not that I've found.
Why did you go there?
A sense of adventure, I guess. I'd heard tales that some people had tried and failed. But, well, an old friend of mine, he had a way with them machine things that you find. And he made himself a kind of Zod out of metal that would shoot flames from its behind. I don't know how it worked specifically. That damn thing was sure fast. You get on that thing and you go out there.
On a bee that shoots flames out of his behind.
Yeah, like an iron Zod of some sort. Like a steed of some propensity,
Sounds astonishing. Have you seen these these iron steeds often?
Oh, only the one.
Do you know where we can find that?
Well, yeah, of course, if you would follow me.
And he leads you to this chamber whereby there's this. You see the thing he's talking about in the center, and it's shaped exactly like a retro rocket ship. It's almost like a nuke, but it has like a saddle on it that you just kind of get on. This seats for two, and he presses this button and it just starts it just starts raising up and going up like you're in some sort of elevator.
Nice. Let's do it. Let's take
and eventually you guys get to the top and you're like up in the skies at the peak of this mountain like half an hour later, and he's been regaling you with tales of the whales of the great beyond, and like all this stuff that he's seen, like flying turtles and just all kinds of wacky shit.
And he says, I think there might be enough juice for one last adventure.
What do you say? What do you say, Tramp?
Tramp says, "Ruh, ruh, ruh. There's only 2 seats. Ruh, ruh, ruh. And I have better things to do."
I knew it.
Yeah.
This day would come. I shoot
Tramp's,
Tramp.
ruh,
No,
ruh,
I'm just kidding.
Tramp's like,
I'm just kidding.
ruh, ruh, ruh. I must liberate my people.
No! Tramp, no!
People need me.
Oh, no!
Yeah, and then Tramp goes, ruh, ruh, ruh. It's been a great time, and like gives you a salute with a solemn tear running down the fur in his face, and then like all fours like sprints off into the distance like it's too hard to say goodbye.
He's such a good boy.
Runs down the mountain.
He was a good boy. Well, all right. Ryan Ham.
I suppose there's some people in the great beyond that need our help as well.
Thanks for everything, Buck.
Anything you need.
You could close.
You might want to wear these.
And he gives you like a big set of like steampunky gold each.
Nice. Yeah.
And you guys sit on the seats that are like precariously strapped to rockets. They're almost like the seats off of a roller coaster. And he just straps you down, and he's like, "I don't really know what this is," and then like it all starts turning on, and there's some.
Mythic Mountains RPG is a private online play club that focuses on folk RPGs. Folk RPGs are the games that belong to all of us. They're what actually happens at a table between friends. It's their voice that has the authority on what is fun and what works for them. Weekly, we upload our games to allow others to sit in with us. The channel isn't monetized. We don't own the artwork, music, software, or games shown in these actual plays, and you can find links to their authors in the description. Like, subscribe, and share if you wish, or don't. Just like games in person, you're welcome to pull up a chair, sit in, and watch some of our games. No performances, no fancy equipment, just regular people playing folk pencil and paper role-playing games and having a good time. We hope these games will prove a source of enjoyment to anyone just wanting to listen in, anyone looking for examples of how actual groups run and play folk RPGs, and most importantly, if you haven't found your group yet, you're welcome here at ours.